everyone, this is Anita Shinebloom, and I am a volunteer for the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando, and this is Miss Sparkles, one of our fosters. She's a mama who just had babies here at our house, and this is our boy Dax, who helps us a lot with fostering. And Candace asked us if we might would be willing to make a video on puppy fostering to introduce some of you who may be interested in getting into fostering to many of the different aspects. We have fostered for about 5 years. We originally started as bark buddies, kitty cuddlers, and in a program called Generations back when my oldest star was 6. And that was many years ago. She's a young adult now, and my younger daughter also is now a college student. So we've been involved with the Pet Alliance for many years in one way or another. And like I said, about 5 years ago, we started fostering. So we've fostered a little over 100 dogs now. Maybe the first question would be, why? Why did we get into fostering as opposed to working at the shelter? And there are multiple reasons for that. One, we have health issues in the family, and the shelter just became a hot environment. It was harder for us to get out there. I'm an RN by background and have always loved pups. Maybe for this video I can dig up a picture of me younger with a bunch of pups at home. So why is it important for the shelter to have foster volunteers? Meet Jazz. She was an owner relinquished with her pups, and because the pups are young, they have to stay back in isolation where they won't be likely to be exposed to kennel cough and other things. But it can be very lonely for them. And you can see on the right how happy Jazz was when we loaded her in our car to bring her home out of the shelter environment. This is Mabel. Mabel was pregnant and was a stray at Orange County Animal Services when Pet Alliance pulled her. And she came to our home to give birth. She was with us for a couple of weeks, and then the big event. You'll see more pictures of her later in the video. Blue was a deaf dog who had been returned to the shelter 3 times when we got him. He had a lot of behavioral issues being deaf and had not been taught any signs. So we had a lot of work to do with him, and then we're able to find him a home where he could be successful. And sometimes dogs like Pickles just need a little TLC. So our basic setup varies. Sometimes it's just a box with a heating pad underneath for small pups, and other times we use a whelping pool inside of a pen, often with a crate attached. Young puppies can't keep themselves warm, so you see the little snuggle safe can be warmed in the microwave. So one of the tasks of fostering is feeding time. Moms need to keep up their calories. Babies, often we start with a gruel, which is kind of like an oatmeal consistency. And then we worked our way up to soaked kibble, and then finally to dry food. Sometimes the moms surprise us and let us know that the babies are really ready to start eating way before we realize they were ready by regurgitating their food for them to eat. And nursing moms need lots of food. What goes in must come out. The cleanups. I think the best way to accomplish the cleanups is to let the puppies go into their crate, close it up, and I can move the pen backwards to isolate the dirty areas and clean them up, and then put a fresh potty pad down, move the pen back, and let the pups out. Nursing moms. You want to listen for swallowing when the puppies are nursing, and look for those little tails coming up.
How is this one doing? Are you sure that one over there? That's on the list.
Make sure everybody gets a turn. And keep an eye on mom's nipples. Keeping the puppy's nails trimmed will help keep mama happier. Believe it or not, that white pup nursing is Dax before all his spots came in. Sometimes we have surrogate moms. This is Molly, who nursed a second litter. Cider was also a surrogate mom, but we quickly discovered that she didn't have any milk left, and we had to bottle feed little puppy Nala. As you can see, as the pups get bigger, their nursing positions change a lot, and sometimes that can be really hard on the moms. They get pushed and pulled, and sometimes almost knocked over. So another task that we often do is bottle and syringe feeding. This first picture is baby Nala. She's the face on our Instagram and Facebook. She was the puppy that Cider didn't have milk for. This is a puppy using a syringe and a miracle nipple. Lets the milk flow really easily, and the syringe keeps a volume that is appropriate for a very young puppy. As they get older, we use a bottle and a bigger nipple. Mother dogs clean their pups to stimulate them to go to the bathroom while nursing and after feedings. So if you don't have a mother dog, you'll have to take over that role yourself. It's important to give the puppies a break to burp. And also, as you've seen in the pictures, you want to hold the puppy's belly down. You don't bottle feed them like you would a human baby. That way they can aspirate. So it's really important to have them with their belly down when they're eating.
It's okay. We just have to work. We just have to cook. Your tummy's full.
As far as the weight and how much to feed, you can find charts that will show you the weight of the puppy and the approximate amount that they would get each feeding. Sometimes it's every 2 to 3 hours, and as they get a little bit older, they can go 4 or 5 hours between feedings. The foster care coordinator, Susan, will let you know when your pups are due for a clinic visit. And you'll also want to be on the lookout for strange things in their hair, fleas, worms in their poop, and crusty paws, which could be a sign of ringworm. Getting a scale and recording weights at home will help you keep track of weight gain for each of the pups and make sure that they're all doubling their birth weight by a week and keeping up with their litter mates. When you arrive at the Pet Alliance, there is a rolling cart that can help with getting heavy and big litters in to see Dr. A. They'll get a full exam and usually a dewormer and their vaccines if they're old enough. It's important to safely transport your foster puppies. If it's a single pup, often it's okay to have them ride on your lap. But if it's just you driving them, you want to have them secure in a kennel. Sometimes the pups ride separately from their mama, but right next to each other, and sometimes we have moms and pups that can ride in the kennel together. It really just depends. Some of our moms tend to step on their pups a lot, like Miss Daisy here, so we like to keep her separate in the car. Also be very careful about your back. These pups can really add up a lot of weight. When you have 5 or more of them in a crate, you'll need a second hand. Often the puppies will need medications. These include dewormers, antibiotics, sometimes lime sulfur spray. Okay, Flora, here you go. Here's the one that doesn't taste as good. Oh, you did good with that. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, here's your dewormer. Oh, I know. Good girl. Nice, what a good girl. This litter of puppies needed Epsom salt soaks, followed by lime sulfur spray, which did not make them very happy, and it certainly didn't make their mama happy. Sometimes we have to do things that make us feel bad, but we know they're ultimately in the best interest of the pups so that they can get better. It don't taste good, does it? It don't taste good. I know. Come here. It's okay. I got you. It's okay. Thank you for the kiss. You still have to take your medicine. Okay. Bath time can be fun time. A lot of the pups actually really enjoy their bath. We use a sink for the little pups, and then when they get a little bit bigger, we use our walk-in shower. Sometimes the moms want to participate in bath time with their pups. And sometimes we just bathe the pups by themselves. All the pups get a bath the night before spay-neuter surgery. One of the most important things that we do is socialize the pups with people.
He's cute. Are you cute? Are you cute? Yes, you are. Oh, thank you for the kisses. Thank you for the kisses.
It's also very important that the puppies are socialized with dogs. We have a German Shepherd mixed brie, a blue heeler named Dax, and my daughter's service dog, a black lab,
Then you have to
Tyson.
try. You have to try zero.
Some moms are okay with their puppies playing with our dogs, and other moms would prefer to keep their pups separate. We look for calm behavior, tail wags. Everybody seems happy and chilled. Dax really helps a lot. He teaches the puppies social skills. It's really important for them to learn to roll over and show submission, and then at other times to take the leader role. After the puppies have received their first set of vaccines at 6 weeks old, we typically let them start playing outside, as long as they're large breed. The tiny pups, we worry about our owls and hawks, but it's a good chance for them to stretch their legs and start learning to go to the bathroom outside. The moms enjoy having break time just as much as the pups, and they love having Dax to entertain them for a while as well. It's so thrilling when the dogs have been well socialized and they're able to join a family with another dog and just fit right in. So one of the other things that we do is try to help find homes for our foster pups. So we actually have a Facebook and Instagram site called Puppy Fostering, and we post pictures on there and try to find homes. So try to be really, really honest about what kinds of needs that our pups have. Sometimes we have small breed pups, sometimes we have large breed pups. We've had a couple of deaf pups. So our Instagram site continues to be a work in progress. Originally started by my daughter, who then went to college. And over time, I've tried to work on the bio to make it more clear that we foster rescued puppies, that we're volunteers for the Pet Alliance, and that we are looking for homes for our puppies. We try to take cute pictures, make announcements about when they're looking for homes. We try to field questions about the puppies, how big they're gonna be, what kind of needs they have for exercise. And in general, we just try to have fun with the pictures. Holidays are a great time to make posts. And over time, as the puppies are growing, we have different fabrics and stuff that we'll use, or baskets, to try to show the pups in fun and creative ways. Dogs that are fully vaccinated can go out around town with the Adopt Me vest for some cute photos. We've used our Facebook puppy fostering site to make private groups for each litter. That way we found that the adopters can connect with each other. We're able to provide education and resources and help them through some of those first steps at home with a new puppy. They often share tips with each other, support each other, and sometimes even share like genetic information or health conditions that their pups have had. In addition to this sense of community that it forms for the adopters, they've wanted to stay in touch and often want to support our ongoing efforts by making donations directly to us from a wish list on our Instagram and Facebook. So another one of the things that you'll do when fostering is provide enrichment. Often that means teaching the dogs what things they can chew on. We like to give everybody a Benabone, our mothers, and our young pups like the puppy Nyla Bones. Sometimes they come to us and they don't even know what toys are, so teaching them how to play, how to soothe themselves. Sometimes we have special needs pups, like the pups we mentioned that were deaf that need some extra puzzles to solve. Here, one of our dogs, Blue, learns to find treats in the puzzle maze. Treat balls can also be a great way to let puppies earn their meal. It gives them something to occupy their time and let you get a little something done. Enrichment can also be going outside just to smell the flowers, or it may be going on field trips for events for the Pet Alliance. Here, a group of puppies went to a wedding. What do you think? Definitely by 6-7 weeks old, after the pups have been vaccinated, it's a great idea to get them outside. It will help them wear off some of that energy and learn to go to the bathroom outside. Basic training and using hand signals is especially important with deaf puppies. This is Lucky. He was a 2-month-old foster pup who was deaf.
He's anticipating it.
So fostering has given us some really challenging moments and also some really funny moments. Some of those challenges are walking into a pen and not knowing where to start. There's poop everywhere, potty pads torn or shredded, puppies jumping. We had a mom who was a Kelpie who constantly wanted to stand on top of the crate instead of in the crate. And then there was the time that I brought home the litter of 11. Here's a few more cute and silly moments.
Hi, Charlie.
Helping a mother dog give birth is an absolutely amazing experience. One of the most rewarding parts for us is home visits and having people come and meet our puppies and find their perfect match. Gilbert was given up by a college student, and we quickly realized what a talent he had for learning. He was very treat motivated, he loved to ride in the car, and he wanted to be with people all the time. We ended up being able to match him with a little boy whose family wanted to train him as an assistance dog. And we helped Blue find a family who already knew sign language and would work with him with all of his behavior issues. He's been really successful in this home and a happy boy. I hope we've encouraged you to become a foster too. It's been extremely rewarding, and I've made so many memories and so many new friends too. Please feel free to reach out to us at Puppy Fostering if you have more questions.